Hey, a very good afternoon to you, good evening to some of you, and possibly good morning to others. Thank you for joining us on this call. This is a new platform, first time I've used it, so I'm not overly familiar with it. And unfortunately, tonight, which we normally do testimonies, I don't know how to onboard panelists and things like that, so it's a little bit complicated tonight. So maybe we'll just operate tonight without the testimonies. Wednesday night's a great night for bringing on guests from around the world to let you hear from those guys what measure of success they're having with the business. But because I'm new to this room, this facility, that's not going to happen tonight. Okay, I hope you appreciate that. The good news is we've upped the room to 500 people capacity. We've been hitting 100 people every night all last week, and this beginning this week, 100 people. So unfortunately, guests weren't able to get in, but that's not a problem anymore. Okay, guys. So let's clear the throat. Let's get ready to start. A warm welcome, of course, to all the new guests for the first time. Thank you for joining us. For those of you that are back for a second and third time, that's fantastic. The more you hear, the more you learn, the more you understand it. And of course, it's important that you hear what your guests are hearing as well, so that you know how to follow up after the call, give your guest a call, get their questions answered. And of course, if they love what they see, get them started and get them making money straight away. So without further ado, let's get started. Thank you all for joining us. We're here to see the Aurum Foundation Company, a fabulous company, I believe, that's been run just for a short while, but it's got incredible potential. Let's call it incredible potential. I don't work for the company myself. I'm just an educator. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you any advice in that respect. I'm just here to share my story, my opinions, my experience with the products, my experience with the company, and see how you feel about that. And of course, I highly recommend you do seek professional advice when making any business decisions or making any investment decisions. It's always prudent to do that. And of course, maybe speak to a professional who understands it. Now, when we look at the company, it's very important to know who the founders, the CEO, who's operating the business. And we were delighted to find that Mr. Brian Benson is not only a co-founder, he is the CEO, he is the Chief Executive Officer. From the United States, he left school and went straight into the banking industry. He worked for Morgan Stanley Bank. He was a trader over there. And then he moved to Binance. Binance is one of these unicorn companies. It came from nowhere within 12 months. It was a giant corporation. Brian Benson was instrumental in the growth of Binance. He was actually the director for Latin America. He opened Mexico, Chile, Brazil. These are big markets. Peru, Colombia. He did all the compliance, due diligence, he had to set up the banking infrastructure because you require liquidity. People need to have on board their fiat currency into cryptocurrency. He was responsible for the tech, the platform, a really good guy to be steering this ship. And he left Binance now, and his goal here is to create a $1 billion brand here now. He helped them do it over in Binance. Now he wants to do it with Aurum. I did a quick Google search. Fantastic guys. I found him all over Google. He is the Brian Benson from Binance. So we're delighted with that. We also read that Forbes magazine, a very popular media, very reputable media giant, they have written an article that includes Aurum, saying that Aurum provides institutional grade trading. So after Forbes doing their research, we then learned that they had an issuer with this card, this Visa card, incredible card without a name on it. So that tells you something quite interesting. When your name's not on the card, we don't need your passport. We don't need your utility bill. We don't need your driving license. There is no KYC required for this card. They will introduce another card that does have KYC if you prefer that, but this one, no KYC. You can spend USDT, that's the digital dollar, anywhere in the world where Visa or MasterCard are accepted. Online, in the physical stores, you can use the ATM machines, and we'll show you the card in operation tonight throughout our presentation. So this is quite exciting. So when you've got the likes of Forbes, Visa, Binance connections, something sounds good here. Something sounds good. We also heard that Brian had written in the Forbes Council, and he wrote an interesting article called "Fix the Money with Technology, and You Will Fix the World." And then I decided to go meet him. I spent 3 days with him and his wife. We had breakfast together on 2 out of the 3 mornings. We had afternoon tea, lunch, evening meals. We even went out on a yacht with him. We went swimming with him. Incredible guy. And over those 3 days, we asked him lots and lots of questions. Why did you leave Binance? It's number one. Why would you do that? What are you going to do over here? Those type of questions. And we came away very, very, very satisfied. And here we are with Aurum. What I'd like, guys, is rather than me say it, I'd like you to hear from the horse's mouth what he wants to do here. He wants to create an ecosystem, which means onboarding and offboarding, on ramp, off ramp, fiat currency into digital currency. He's going to create an exchange, centralized and decentralized. He's going to create the Aurum token by the end of the year, which will be like the BNB Binance token. He's going to create a lot of technology, trading products, the Visa card already in place, just the whole ecosystem. He wants to create a $1 billion business, and he also wants to create 1,000 millionaires. Question is, will you choose to be one of those millionaires? Please have a listen to what he says.
I think if I have to sum it up in one word, it's ecosystem. At Aurum, we're building an ecosystem, and we're really trying to focus on getting this thing to a unicorn status. And what I like to say is we want to create 1,000 millionaires. And so if we can do that, then that will be a $1 billion business. That will be a unicorn, and we'll be very excited if we can accomplish that. And we're well on our way to that. So
there you go. That's just a short clip from a longer interview than there are many interviews with Brian Benson. In fact, he also addresses the nation. He addresses the audience quite often. We can arrange private calls with him. He does what we call group calls, certainly monthly updates. And this month he's already done 2 updates because things are progressing, things are moving forward. Now, to get involved in the whole platform, there is a $20 charge. It's actually $19.99 US dollars. So it's not free to join. Now, that might be a little bit different than anything else you've done. Brian Benson said to me, the reason they do this is because if you were to introduce me to a platform, and let's say I put in $500 or $1,000 and you got paid for recruiting me, technically that's not compliant all around the world. Many governments would shun at that because you're enticed to bring me in, you're enticed to recruit me. So what Aurum have decided to do is take the legal standpoint, just like the giants in the industries, the Amways of the world, they charge $35. We do not pay out when you recruit people. So if you introduce someone, you don't get paid. That keeps us compliant. The $20 goes towards the web development. It goes towards the infrastructure. It goes towards customer support, hosting fees on the platform. For every member on the platform, there is a cost for each user, no matter what platform you're on. And if they put on 1 million customers, they've got $20 million. And I think that's brilliant because we've got a company now that's robust. We've got a company that's not depending on trading profits to keep itself running. This fuels the organization. Secondly, because we don't get paid on this $20, it keeps us compliant from that point of view. Now, of course, we can make money if one of our customers decides to use their products. And for this $20, you can use all of their products. It's like having a gymnasium membership for the year. You can go in and use the weights. You can go in and use the rowing machine. You can use the swimming pool, the steam room. You can use various products. Of course, you're not going to get that for $20 a year. Or the golf course. You can use, the practice green, the driving range, the golf, you can use the facilities there. Here, the $20 allows you to use all the facilities except our good friend, the Visa card, because you've got to order and buy one of these. But otherwise, you can use all of the products. Now, tonight, I'm not going to show you all of the products. And the reason I'm not going to show you all the products is because I have no experience with all of the products. I've tried 3 or 4 of them, and those are the 3 or 4 that I'm happy to share with you because I've experience, I enjoy them, and I've used them. I'm not going to promote something I haven't tried myself. That's the bottom line. Can you imagine you asking me, excuse me, can you tell me there's a good restaurant in town? And I say, yes, there's a great one about 4 doors down on the left-hand side. Oh, yeah, what kind of food does it do? Well, I'm not too sure. Well, is the chef good? I don't know. I haven't eaten in the restaurant. Sorry? Well, I've never been in it, but you just recommended it. So do you understand? I cannot recommend a product or service that I haven't used myself. And therefore, I'm only going to talk about the 3 or 4 products that I have used. Now, this is my favorite products, the EXI bot. It has over 2 years trading data. It's achieved in a very short period of time, like in 2 years, it's done over 400%. Guys, that's better than property. That's better than real estate. That's better than gold bullion. I was in the gold industry for over 12 years. You know that it takes about 10 years for gold to double in its value, just like real estate. If you buy a property in any major capital city of the world, it's likely to take about 10 years for that property to double. In 10 years, that's 100%. This product has done over 400% in 2 years. It's exceptional, guys. Now, when we break those figures down, you can see the figures yourself here. With as little as 13%, 18, 11, 15, 9% was their worst month. Over in March 24, they had their best month ever at 23%. But generally, it's smoothed out now with the AI, and it's hitting 17, 17, 19, 16, 18, 15, 16. Quite smooth results now. And the average, I suppose, across the whole period is in around 17.5% a month. Now, guys, we don't get that ourselves. That's what the technology does. That's what the AI and the trading team do. That's for the company. What we get is determined by the deposit we make to our account inside Aurum. So you open an account with Aurum, and it's up to you what you decide to deposit in there. So if you put in anything from like $100 to $250, you're going to enjoy approximately 10% rewards every single month. If you can manage more than that, let's say from $250 all the way up to $1,000, you're going to enjoy approximately 11%. The next category will give you 12%, 13%, 14%. So actually, the more you do, the better the results you're going to get. Now, 2 things on this. Number one is you can actually go from a smaller category to a larger category simply by compounding your profits and moving to a higher threshold. Let's give you an example. Let's hypothetically suggest you said, I'll try this tonight for $220. And let's pretend you forget about it for a week and you come back in and have a look at your account and it's at $270. It's made some profits. In that case, it's gone over the 249 threshold and you would then fall in to enjoy the 11% amount. So you can actually trade your way up to a higher category. That's the first point. The second point is you could also do it by topping up your existing account. And as we know, some people, they don't have a lot of disposable income right now, but maybe they do a little bit today. And next, at the end of the month, when they get their wages or their salary, they're able to top up their account. So if you top up beyond the threshold, you can push yourself up a level to get a better rate. So that's very, very simple. 2 other things I'd like to explain on this particular slide is number one, there's no packages, which is quite interesting. So they don't have like a $300 package or a 500 or 1,000. Absolutely not. It's entirely, it could be an odd number. It could be $111.12. It might be $906.42. It could be $10,197.08. Doesn't matter. It's just like opening a bank account. You can put in whatever amount you care to put in. So, and then that determines which category you benefit from. Okay, so that's it. The second thing and final thing about this slide is there's no cap. I found that a little bit strange. I've seen platforms where they maybe cap you once you get 2x or 2 times you're over and out. You have to go again, or 3x or 4x. When I explained that to Brian Benson, he never heard tell of anything like that. He says, "Why would anybody cap your income? What do you mean? You mean you make profit and they stop you making profit?" I said, "Well, yes, there's platforms that do that." He says, "That's crazy. That's nonsense. If you've got technology, if you've got an exchange, if you've got a team of traders, if you're able to produce profits, why would you stop making profit? You continue." So that's the good news here, guys. There is no upper threshold on what you can earn. So that's our favorite product. I'd like to show you one account. Let's take a look at this account. This account here, if I summarize it for you, started on the 10th of April this year. The account was funded originally with $10,000, but in the black circle, you can see it's achieved 12,360. So how did it do that? Well, the account was funded on the 10th of April. You can see the account there. But if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you will notice that this timestamp was taken on the 16th of May. So we're looking at approximately 5 weeks. It's 4 weeks and 6 days. However, if we call it 5 weeks, from the 10th of April to the 16th of May, this account has enjoyed 23% 23%. And I know the reason why. The reason why is the customer chose to select the reinvest button. What does that mean? Well, that can start your account enjoying what we call compounding effects. When you set up your account, this button is not turned in the on position. It's on the off position, meaning all of your profits every day go to your account for withdrawing. You can take your profits out every day. It's only if the customer themselves elects to press this button that it starts to compound. And what that means is the daily profit is added to the principal amount. And in the following day, you're trading both the principal and profit together. That creates this compounding effect. And that's why this account has achieved so much. So it's entirely down to the customer to decide that. The company will not make that decision for you. It's up to you to press that button. I know some customers didn't know about that. They've gone to their account and they've only got 15%, which is excellent, excellent. But they would have had a little bit more had they compounded. Now, when we took a look at this account on the second occasion, we're looking now at the 24th of June. So we're looking now at a period from the 10th of April to the 24th of June. You can see the account now has grown to 15,500. That's 55% in 10 weeks. The next time the account was looked at was last month on the 10th of July. And on the 10th of July, the same account from the 10th of April to 10th of July is exactly 3 months. It's 12 weeks. The account is now up to $17,000. Started with 10, now it's at $17,000. And this is passive. This is no trading. You have nothing to do. This is all automatic for you, all automated. This is no customers. This is not building any teams. This is not attending any Zooms. This is just your money working for you rather than you having to go to work for your money. And this is the secret to success. And when we take the last timestamp, we're looking now at the 10th of August. This was just last week on the 10th of August. You can see that the account now has essentially doubled. The $10,000 is now $20,000 in 4 months. Imagine that, passive income without having to go to work. Now, of course, that's typical of a $10,000 account. If your account's a $100 account or a $300 or a $500, there will be different results achieved. So past performance is no indication of future results, but this is true data. This is real data. This is honest data coming from an account. Now, all of what I've said concerns the first product that they have, and that's the EXI bot. That's the one that I prefer. That's the one that I've used. That's the one that gives the best results. They have sister product to it called the EXI Pro in the yellow box. Now, this is not on the platform. This one's on Telegram. And for all of you who understand Telegram, that is a decentralized communication platform. For now, the mini app operates on Telegram, but we just learned today that very, very soon it's going to be moved to the native apps on Google Play and Apple Play, where you can go there and enjoy the opportunity over there. But for now, this is available on Telegram. In the Telegram bot, you can only deposit what you have in the main platform in the EXI bot. Let me explain that again. Imagine you $200 in the EXI bot. You cannot put any more than $200 into Telegram, into the EXI Pro bot. Okay, you could have $1,000 over here and still only put 200 over here, but you can't put any more on the right hand side than what you have on the left. But what's the difference? The difference here is you can withdraw not only your trading profits, but you can also withdraw your principal anytime, no lock up. And that's quite exciting. Some customers like a little balanced portfolio, and they do a little bit of both. Another product that they have, which is very, very popular, is called the Zeus bot. Now, this trades 5 currency pairs. It trades Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, the Binance token. It trades Pepe, which is known as a meme token. It also trades Doge, or Doge, whatever how you pronounce that one. Now, this is pretty cool for those people that have, say, a little bit of Ethereum, not Ethereum, a little bit of Ethereum, a little bit of Bitcoin, maybe a little BNB sitting on an exchange doing nothing. It's been sitting there for a few weeks or a few months or even a year. It's doing nothing except going up and down in value as the markets change. Here you can grow your Bitcoin. Here you can grow your Ethereum, because your trading profits is paid in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, in Doge, in Pepe, in BNB. So you can grow. I'm just going to show you an account here, how it looks. So you go to Telegram, you search for the Aurum Neo Bank. Neo Bank means new bank. This is the new digital bank. You open up the application. It looks something like this. You can order your card here, your Visa card, because if you'd like to take your money off the bot, you stop the bot, you put your profit onto the card, and you go spend it in the shop. So very good off-ramping solution. Now, you don't have to get the card. You can also withdraw to a wallet of your choice, whether it's a centralized, decentralized, or off-chain wallet. You just put in your wallet address, press the withdraw button, and it goes there. Alternatively, you go to the card on the app. You can see the blue card in the shortcut here at the bottom. You press the top up button, and then you decide what you put onto this card. The interesting thing about this card is you can put 100,000 a month on it without KYC, and you can spend it anywhere in the world. Now, on the right-hand side, we're now looking at the Bitcoin USDT trading bot on the Telegram channel. This account was funded with 0.7 BTC on the 31st of May this year, 10 weeks ago. The account went from 0.7 to 0.71, 0.72, 73, 74, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.8, and as we can see on the screen now, at 0.81. The bot in this term was on for 14 hours and 59 minutes. It had generated profits of 0.000559566. So what you can do is you can withdraw the profit, or you can add the profit to the principal. Now, this is not an automatic feature, whereas it is an automatic feature on the EXI bot. Here, it's not automatic. You have to do it yourself, but it's 2 clicks of a button. Withdraw profit, stop bot, start bot. Withdraw your profits, it goes to the wallet. Stop the bot, the 0.81 Bitcoin goes to the wallet. And then you can start the bot and have the principal and the profit working together the next day to make even higher profits. So this count at 0.81, if you look at the screen, went up to 0.82, 0.84, 0.85, 0.86, 0.87, 0.8, and you know where it's going. It's going to 0.89, 0.9 BTC, 9.123, all the way up to 1 full Bitcoin. And you're very welcome to follow us on this journey as we take 0.7 BTC all the way to 1 full Bitcoin with this particular product. That product at 0.7 has made 0.18 Bitcoin. That's over $20,000 since the 31st of May. Incredible products, guys. Here's a customer that deposited 1 full Bitcoin. Here's another deposited 2.75 Bitcoin. So I can tell you the big boys are here too. In fact, 70% of the entire trading volume is created by wealthy family offices, high net worth individuals, venture capitalists. There's only 30% coming from the network. Now, let's talk briefly about the card. I see a business here in itself just with the card. This card is a cryptocurrency card. It's USDT funded, but it works wherever you are in the world. It pays the shopkeeper their national currency. So if you're in the UK and you tap your card at the machine, they get Great British pounds. If you're in Europe, they get euro. If you're in India, they get INR. If you're in anywhere, let's say you're in Africa, well, it depends in which country you're in, but Nigeria, they get naira. In America, they get US dollars, but it's USDT, and it also works at the ATM machine. So this is a really, really good card. Now, there's no KYC required, so we don't need to know your name, your address, we don't need utility bills, we don't need anything. This is incredible. Very, very special card. 100,000 a month you can put onto it. Now, who needs 100,000 a month? Well, not everybody, but it's nice that there's a limit there of 100,000 per month to use. If you do more than 100,000, some people will. You have to KYC. All right. It works on Google Pay and Apple Pay, so you don't actually need the physical card. You can actually tap it with your phone. It works in that respect as well. But of course, you also get the physical card. I prefer the physical card. The top-up fee is 2.2%. I spoke to a lady from the banking industry in London. She told me to change cryptocurrency into a fiat onto a card and get 2.2%. She said, that's fantastic. That was good enough for me. But I want to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This 2.2% stays with us. It does not go to Visa. It does not go to Aurum. The loading fees for any customers in your business loading the card goes to us, goes to you, goes to the network. And we'll talk about that at our training.
Aurum Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with Aurum Neobank.
I even like the music. Incredible piece of plastic. Now, there are 4 cards going to be available. There's going to be the Nova at $33 with no monthly fees. There's going to be the $66 version with no monthly fees. There's going to be the $99 version with no monthly fees. All of those cards are called virtual cards. The one that comes with the physical card is called the Infinity card. It's $249, no fees, but no KYC. Very low loading fees. There's $150 from every purchase stays with the network. Okay, so now you can get paid as customers all over the country, all over the world, get this card. You can get paid when customers order this card. But not only do you get paid when customer orders a card, you can get paid every week as your customer tops up the card. So if my wife wants to go shopping, I'll put $500 on the card. Off she goes to the shop. I just got paid. She wants some petrol. I say, hey, put 100 onto the card. I just get paid. Every time your customers to infinity levels of depth spend money, withdraw from the ATM machine, you are making money. Now, why does this excite me? In 1998, I started a system where we were taking customers from the national phone carrier and we were moving them to a new supplier, giving them a better discount, giving them 20% off their phone bill. We moved 98,000 customers. I got paid 2% of every phone bill from a household, and I got paid 4% on the phone bills if it was a shop or a business. So it was 4% commercial, 2% on domestic household users. I was with the company for 10 years. I built up 98,000 customers. I was making about $15,000 a month. No staff, no wages, no insurance, no deliveries, no manufacturing, no product. I registered the customer knows how to use the phone. I don't need to be there. I got paid when they settled their phone bill. Very nice business. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a piece of plastic. If we put this piece of plastic into people's hands, we get paid. When they take the card and order it, we get paid every time they use it. So when somebody's going on holidays, guess what? You get paid. When somebody pays their phone bill, you get paid. When somebody goes to the ATM machine, they get paid. When they buy their groceries, you get paid. Isn't that incredible? So I'm seeing, instead of getting paid on a phone bill, $20, $30 phone bill, I could be getting paid upwards on $1,000 a month of revenue generated by people spending money. And everybody knows how to use a card, guys. Everybody knows how to use it, so we don't even need to educate people. But we can spend cryptocurrency in a fiat world, and that's what excites me. Now, I don't want to explain too much about how the commissions work, but there's $150 for every card that goes out to the team. There are 15 ranks inside our affiliate program. Everybody starts at rank 1, and you make your way up to rank 15. Hypothetically, I'd like to suggest everybody on this call tonight, let me hypothetically promote you to rank 7 as an example. So now you're rank 7, you're a prime in the ranking system, and now you share this card with me. Hey, here's a great card. It's no KYC required, no name on the card. You can put up to 100,000 a month on it. You can spend it anywhere with Visa cards accepted. I said, well, wow, thank you very much. So I buy the card. Now there's $150 commission going out here. Because you're rank 7, you get 76% of that $150. If you were the top rank at Alpha, you would get all of 150, 100% of it. But I've only promoted you as far as rank 7 on this call, so you would get 76%. Well, what's 75% of 150? It's $100. So you're getting slightly more than $100 for every customer you give this away to. In addition to that, you're going to get 76% every time they put money on the card to spend, to buy their groceries. You're getting 76% of the loading fees, that 2.2%. So can you see a great business here? Getting paid as people go shopping. Now, next thing, I've got the card and I want to tell my friend Tom, I says, Tom, listen, I got this great card, no name on the card, no utility bill, no KYC, cryptocurrency, spend it anywhere in the world. Wow, I want one. So because I'm new, I'm Nova. I'm number one, you're still number seven. So I sell the card to Tom. Tom pays $249. There's $150 coming out to us. Out of the $150, I'm getting 35% of that. Okay? But guess what? You get more than me. You get the difference between what I get at 35%. You're qualified for 76%. So you get 41% on every card I give out. You also get 41% every time my customers go shopping on the top-up fee. It's incredible. And if you go to higher rank, you get a better percentage. If you're the lower rank. So when you come to my next training, I'm going to explain this just again like this, but I'm going to add some numbers to it. And I'm going to show you how to develop a very nice business with this card. Now, as good as this product is, and it's good enough to build a business by itself, I'd prefer you focused on the EXI bot in week one, get your account funded, start enjoying the profits, learn how to withdraw it, start getting familiar with it. In week two, I suggest you try those other two bots, the Pro and the Zeus bot. Week three, I suggest you go for this. Why would I delay you getting the card? Because what's the point of having a card with no money on it? The bot will give you the money you need to put on the card. It's incredible. I'm going to show you the first two transactions done on the card in the UK. I want you to notice there's no name on the card.
Right, here we go. First transaction in the UK for the Aurum card. Let's see this working. Authorised. Happy days.
Then he went off to the shop to get some milk. Here he goes.
Here we go then. Second official transaction.
No, it's purple and white. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you, Mina.
Thank you.
People spending money, you getting paid. How does that feel? I'm going to show you another way when people go to the ATM machine. Here's somebody you all know who went to the ATM machine. Okay, in goes the Aurum card. Balance. Okay, so there's 5,720 on the thing. Let's do a transaction. Let's take out cash in the receipt. Let's take out other. Maximum 800. It's $1,000. Correct. So the fee is $3.99. Accept and proceed. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing because it was that thick. I couldn't get it out of the machine. Where we live, it seems to be that the ATM machines are governed by, or you're restricted how much you can take out every day. And where we live, it's £250 sterling, which is like $300 or $400. That's the limit. And then you can't get any more money out. You have to come back tomorrow if you want more cash out of the machine. With the Aurum card, you saw the limit was £800, which is over $1,000. And that's why I've never taken more than 250 out of one of these machines. So I was taking 800 out and I couldn't even grab it. It was that thick coming out. But I want to tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen. I said, I wonder, is it 800 limit for the day and I come back tomorrow? Or could I take more out today? I actually went back to this machine and did it again and took another 800. I stayed there and did it again and took out another 800. I stayed there again and took it out another 800. I did it 4 times and I was getting embarrassed. My pockets were full and I went, and I saw a camera up. I saw a camera up on the edge of the shop or outside the bank where it was, and I said, "That's maybe enough for today." So incredible, incredible experience. So I just love that card, guys. So I'm going to build a big business with the card. Anyway, let's move on. So we're kind of finished, guys. We've taken what 30 minutes? Not even. No, yeah, we've taken about 30 minutes of your evening. We've talked about Brian Benson from Binance. We've talked about him building this exchange and creating a whole ecosystem. We've talked about products and trading products that are making great money. We talked about a card, a very exceptional card, and there's more to come, more to come. And now we're going to talk about the affiliate program as well, because if you think there's an opportunity here, you can build a customer base and make additional profits as well. So let's have a look at the affiliate program. Now, just like I said with the card, there are 15 ranks. The first one is Nova. The one at level 7 I promoted you to was Prime. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember I said you're all Primes? And the top rank is Alpha. There is nobody at Alpha, the top rank. There is nobody at the second top rank. There is nobody at the third top rank. There is nobody at the fourth top rank. There might be somebody at the fifth top rank, but the top ranks have not been achieved. There's less than 20,000 people in the world know about this. This is very fresh off the table. It's very, very exciting. Now, everybody starts as Nova. That's where I started. That's where you'll be starting. And Nova means new. You're new to the business. You're the new star in the sky. That's what they call the Nova star. You're the Nova. You're the new person. The only rule is you need $100 in the trading bot yourself before the company will allow you to get commission. It's a bit like the restaurant. If you haven't eaten in the restaurant, it's very difficult to promote. Brian Benson said this to me. Unless the customer's using the product, I don't want them out selling the product. Because there's nobody better to promote a product or a service than an existing happy customer. That's where the best recommendations come from. And that's why I only told you about the products I used. Why am I excited about the card? Because you saw me using it. We use it everywhere. It's fantastic. So, same with the bots. The accounts I showed you are my accounts. That's why I'm excited. I know it works for me. Now, it's up to you to get it to work for you. You need $100 trading. What does that mean? That means everybody in the world can participate. Everybody in the world. If it's only $100 to get started, that's incredible. And that makes you eligible to get 3% on all your customer deposits. So if I was your customer, you get 3%. If he was your customer, 3%. She was your customer, 3%. You can bring on as many or as few customers if you wish. In fact, you don't have to bring on any customers at all. This is optional. Okay. Now, of course, nobody wants to be getting 3% when they know there's 5%. So how do you get 5%? When your entire team trading volume in that first product I showed you, that EXAI bot, when the entire trading volume of your customers and their customers and their customers, when the entire trading volume is $7,500, you become Voyager. You get 5% on all future deposits. You get a $100 cash bonus. And now you get 5% matching bonus every day on the profits that your customers are getting. You get paid on the deposit, but now you're getting paid daily matching bonus on the team profits to infinity levels of depth. All right. Now, who wants 7%? By the way, guys, see that 7,500? That could be one customer. It's not difficult. Vanguard is much better. You need 25,000 in total team trading volume. Now, that might be you bringing it all. You might bring 5 customers that do $5,000 each. You could bring 25 customers that do $1,000 each. You might only bring one customer that does 100 and another customer that does 100. And one of them brings a customer who brings in all of that. You don't have to bring the volume yourself. It comes from the entire team volume. So it's not difficult. $25,000 in sales. That puts you on 7%. But have a look here. You now need to have 300 in your own account trading, but you get a $500 bonus for doing it. And you get 7.5% every single day. As your customers get their profits, you get 7.5% of that. So now your own money's making you money, but now your team's money is making you money. And it just goes like that. You get a $500 bonus, $1,000 bonus, 2,000 bonus, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 bonus, and it doesn't finish there. There are 15 ranks, 20,000 bonus, 50,000 bonus. If you ever wanted to be one of Brian's millionaires, what did he say? He wants to create 1,000 millionaires. Well, all you need to do is get your way down to Dominion. And even the cash bonuses will make you a millionaire because you get $500,000 when you reach that rank. Before that, you've got 150 plus 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus the other page. Guys, you're a millionaire. We'll tell you more about that in training. To finish tonight, I'd like to talk briefly about evidence of some withdrawals. People like to know that the withdrawal platform works well. You can see here that there was 0.1 Bitcoin withdrawn on the 19th of April. 8 days later, on the 28th of April, you can see there was $500 withdrawn. A month later, on the 27th of May, there was 5,000 taken out. 2 days after that, there was 4,500 taken out. And then 18 days later, on the 17th of June, there was $10,000 withdrawn. Now, there's the $10,000 on the 17th of June. On the 27th of June, there was a test withdrawal of 2 million Pepe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 2 million Pepe was a test withdrawal at 10:27. The withdrawal came out instantly. So 3 seconds later, I don't know if that 3 seconds or 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes later. 3 minutes later, 22:27 to 22:30. 3 minutes later, the 19 million was taken out. So the first one was just a test to see where it went and how it worked. Within 3 minutes, it was there. So then the 19 million came out. On the 4th of July, $3,500 was taken out. The 7th of July, 3 days later, 20,000. Here's a Trust Wallet. If you're familiar with Trust Wallet, it's a bit like Token Pocket or MetaMask, one of those type of wallets, decentralized. You can see out of the 20,000 withdrawal, 19,799 came out. 1% plus $1. Very low fees, guys. There's that $20,000 withdrawal down there. Then there was 23 million Pepe, $4,000, $2,500, 25 million Pepe, 41 million Pepe. And then on the 6th of August, there was $16,000 withdrawn. What came out? 15,839. 1% was a $160 fee. Some platforms charge you 10%. This was 1%. So all in all, we've got something I think quite exceptional. There is a promotion running until the 15th of September. I highly suggest you qualify for this. You do require $25,000 of frontline sales to qualify, but you'll be pleased you did. You'll be going to the Sun in October. You'll be going to Phuket in Thailand. You'll be put up in a 5-star hotel from the 16th to the 19th of October, unless you do more qualification, you get some extra days. But in general, it's from the 16th to the 19th. You get a contribution towards your flights, up to $750 for the basic one, but you can get up to $3,000 towards your flights if you'd like to go first class, or I don't even know whether that gets you first class, but maybe business class or something. You can qualify for 1 person, 2 people. What else can I tell you? You'll be hanging out with Mr. Brian Benson from Binance and his wife. You'll be able to ask him anything you want. You'll have breakfast with him, dinner, lunch, and tea. There's going to be a gala dinner, an awards night. They're going to release new bots and products. They may release the exchange and all the entertainment. You don't even bring money with you. Don't bring a wallet or a purse. That's not required if you qualify for this, guys. And I think the more people you get on this, when you come back out of Phuket, your business will go into stardom. So $25,000, 40,000, 60, or 100,000 is the qualification levels. And that's our presentation over, guys, in 40 minutes tonight. What I suggest you do, if you like what you've heard tonight, don't think about it. Just get registered. Number 2, fund your account, get it up and operating. If you can do it before midnight tonight, that's midnight UK, midnight Nigerian time, you will get your first profits tomorrow. So you can start benefiting your profits tomorrow. Get familiar with the back office and the new banking system. Maybe next week, try those other products. The week after, go for your card, I would suggest. And if you have any interested parties, bring them along to our next Zooms on the same link at the same time. Tomorrow night, we do the same story again. And your business can be working within 1 day from now. You will have noticed that the person that invited you here tonight has not spoken, which means their business is building without them talking, which means your business can build without you talking. Your job was to invite them to the Zoom. My job is to explain the business. So I work for you. You do not pay me. We work together as a team. We work hard. I do 4 of these a week. Actually, I do 20 a week. I do 4 at this time on this link a week. I do 3 or 4 or 5 of these every day. Okay, so what else can I tell you? Attend the training, and biggest thing is plan to be here this time next year. And if you do all the little bits that are necessary in between, you're going to be very happy with yourself. Whether you're enjoying this or not, please do get back to the person invited you here. At least thank them. Thank them that you enjoyed the information, you learned a lot, but it's not for you. Or yes, you like what you heard. I want to get started immediately. Ring the person that sent you the link to this call now, because my presentation is now over. I'm going for a cup of tea, and I wish you every success with the decision you come up with. Thank you so much, everyone. I've enjoyed sharing the information with you tonight. Have a great evening. Good night. Bye-bye. I'm getting hearts. Wow. How do you do hearts? I don't even know how to do hearts. Can I do hearts? How would you do that? I don't even know. I'm not very technical minded. Hey, Gloria, how are you? I didn't know you were on tonight. I don't know how to do hearts. How do they do that? That's cool. All right. Chat. It's not under chat. Is it show chat? I don't even know how this system works. This is my new Zoom system, but anyway, I think we got the message across. Thank you, everyone. Somebody's having a good laugh. Yeah, it's fun. Have fun. Make money and having fun. Good night, everyone.